All right, throwing together some ribs, and I think I'm gonna make some potatoes, and I'm gonna do some of the squash that I harvested earlier today. So, just season the meat, the ribs. Gonna put these in the oven, one side preheated, and gonna chop up some potatoes, yam, mix that up, and maybe chop up a couple of onions or something like that. But putting it together as I go. But the ribs are seasoned, and gonna let them sit for a couple of minutes. I got the potatoes all cut up, so I'm getting ready to pop it in a casserole pan. Then I'm going to pop it and the meat in the oven. Guess I'll set it for about 400. Last time I did it at about 400. It cooked in about 45 minutes since I had already cut the meat up. And then I added the potatoes maybe about 15 minutes after that. So I'll see how that goes, but getting ready to start knocking out this squash in a minute. I still haven't started my oven yet, so let's let that preheat. All right, so just put the potatoes in this casserole dish and poured some chicken broth in here with it to help it cook. So I'm gonna pop this in the oven once it's ready, and these and these should be done, and then I'll get to these. So with the squash, after watching a couple of YouTube videos, of course, I decided to throw some bacon into the mix. So I'm gonna put the bacon in a skillet, cook the bacon, and then once the bacon is cooked, I'm gonna add the squashes, the squash, zucchini, whatever you wanna call it. So give me a minute to put that together and we'll see how it turns out. I forgot I got some mushrooms as well that I just chopped up. Not sure if I want to put them in the oven or maybe mix them with the bacon and the squash. Not really sure yet, but I guess by the time I season them, I will figure it out. Either frying them in the pan or baking them in the oven. Or maybe even air frying it. I don't know. Mushrooms, squash, bacon. Trying not to burn the bacon. Along the way. All right, just dump the bacon out of the pan, and I guess I am going to pop the squash in here. And all of the seasonings and garlic. End up cutting up some garlic cloves as well as the onions and put them in here. And I still haven't decided on what I'm going to do with the mushrooms yet. I'm probably going to put them in here, but we'll see. And I'm going to put the mushrooms in here. Why not? Stir them up in there, let them sit, let them cook, do their thing. They're almost as firm as the squash, so I guess I'll let them hang out in here for a bit, and then I'll put the bacon on after they cook up a little bit. But for now, we'll just wait. 35 minutes in, taking a peek. See what they're looking like. 35 minutes in. All right, so got them smothered in sauce. Gonna put them back in the oven for a little bit. Let them bake up. Ooh, look at that. And look at those potatoes. I meant to get some butter when I was at the store to pop on that. Actually, let me get some now. And pop it on here. Didn't have as much butter as I wanted. But let's see what we can do here. Where is my knife? I had a knife. Knife. Alright. Put some butter on here. Just in general, let it spread out a little bit. All right, so I guess I'll let some of the juice drain off of this, but I ain't even gonna lie. I couldn't stop eating this bacon while I was waiting for this stuff to cook. So we're gonna put the remaining bacon on top of it because this shit was good, and let it do its thing. So I'm still waiting on the ribs and the potatoes. Might have about 10 minutes left on those or so. Yep, maybe about 10 minutes. I want that water to, or the liquid to evaporate a little bit more on the potatoes. So we'll wait on that. But in the meantime, this is what the squash is looking like. And I'm gonna turn this stove off. Alright, so that's what it's looking like right now. I'm gonna let it cool off and wait for the rest of the stuff to get ready. Almost looks like a pizza, but it ain't. So I'll try it out once it cools down and everything else is ready. Alright, well, let me try it while I wait. Since I kept picking off the bacon, it wouldn't be fair to not eat the actual squash. It's hot. Let's see what the flavor's tasting like. It's hot, but I can still tell you that it's good. Yeah, seasoned it pretty cool. The bacon is good, obviously. Let's try some of the squash by itself. Speaking of squash by itself, I actually ate a piece of my squash that wasn't even cooked earlier. Figured I would go ahead and take the ribs out and let the potatoes hang out for a few minutes longer. But the ribs are ready to be pulled out and they're doing their thing. Alright, I'm thinking it's about time we yank the ribs back out. I was letting them broil for a minute, but don't want them to burn, so let me grab them out real quick. Alright, so I just pulled everything out of the oven. Potatoes look like they're good, super hot. Ribs are done. I was just letting them broil for half a second, and the squash is ready as well. So let this stuff cool off, pop it on a plate, and let myself see how great it is. Ribs, potato, squash. All right, no, I am not Stevie Wonder. I'm just testing out these glasses while I review my own food. But the first bone that I tried, it was so damn tender and good, I just had to put the shit on film because I ain't lying. That's how good it was. So this is some really tender meat here, at least the way that I made it. And it's really good. I haven't tried the potatoes yet, but I tried the rib first. And it was good. I tried the squash, and it was good. And everything is still hot as well, like super hot. Potatoes are good. I like them the way I made them the first time. Take my Stevie Wonders off. But I like them the way that I made them the first time. They're more seasoned. Super tender though. And I could add a little salt if I wanted to. But if I mix it in with everything else, it'd be tight. But the ribs, damn, these are pretty good. If I do say so myself. Well, I gotta get dirty with it now. Peace. Hey Alexa, what is itis? so now that I'm hands-free, I could actually say that was a pretty decent meal. Would I pay for it? Yeah, I would pay for it. I would pay for the ribs, I'd pay for the potatoes. The squash, I was playing around with it, but I would definitely eat it again, and I'm going to eat the rest of mine as well. But everything was cool. Potatoes, the ribs, it's a good meal. So I'm full now, all at almost 12 o'clock midnight, but not bad.